The sheep and the shepherd, yes. Wolves and leopards just trying to kill the sheep and the shepherd, yeah. Hey YouTube, what's going on? Y'all show up for this, okay? Oh my goodness. If you ain't never did nothing else, show up for this live right here. This conversation. Whew. Today I'm going to be talking about the real narcissists of YouTube and how to separate the wolves from the sheep, the wolves and leopard from the sheep and the shepherds. Something happened to me today, and hello, whoever just showed up, how are you? And I'm home today for whatever reason, and I have opportunity to talk about this. Like, I did a video about Sweet Ma called Sweet Ma 7-Star Slayed You, and I'm about to resurrect you. Hi, Shantastic. Good morning. How are you? And welcome to my live, y'all. I'm Drew, aka ReligionWinked TV. We got to talk about some things. I'm not team anybody. I've been sitting back on the sidelines, but we all have, an opinion about who's a narcissist, what is a narcissist. Critical, Sweet Ma is a narcissist and has borderline personality disorders. Thank you. I found you Friday. You know what? I'm going to start with myself. I did a little bit of research this weekend, and I've had an encounter with Sweet Ma, and I'm going to just sit, being that I'm home today, and take the time to just walk through this thing and see if I'm understanding it right. I do apologize about the light, but it's almost like a warm glow, like a spiritual connection. It almost looks like an angel over my shoulder just piercing through the windows. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys can. Sweet Ma is severely mentally ill, and manipulative. You know what? My computer is full with, I get nervous sometimes. Jeremiah 1:8 says, "Be not afraid of their faces, for God shall deliver us from them all." I'm still not nervous meeting people and people showing up, but I'm going to walk this through. Just let me, get a sip of my coffee. I have an opinion, but I also have receipts, because we know Sweet Ma's been saying Tasha K is the narcissist. But then she did this whole video about Tasha K, and I'm not team anybody. You guys been out in the street. You see me comment with VS because I think she's a decent person regardless of what goes on. She welcomes me to her live chat when I go over there, and I will be respectful to anybody else if I go to their platform and they treated me the same way. But YouTube isn't like that. They want you to choose sides, this, that, and the third. And VS has never told me choose a side. And I can respect that about her, and I will always say that regardless. But with Sweet Mom, there was an instance where, you guys give me a chance. You guys came at me. I love VS. Absolutely. Q, I see you over there. And this isn't about anybody's side. I'm going to try to stick to Sweet Ma and the other narcissists I see on YouTube. And I got all of this information pretty much from her video that she tried to expose Tasha K as being a narcissist. I just was like, well, let me plug myself in there first. Am I this narcissist? Let me plug my daughter, the women of my family. And I just started going down the line. And I said, well, Sweet Mom made this video. Let me plug her in where she tried to plug Tasha K in. And it just kind of led me, y'all, on this, take your time. I am with you. All right. Thank you. Because it's going to turn out right. I'm just a little nervous because I stay in my lane. Everything is pretty much spiritual for me first. No holy roly, but I know there's some things in the Bible that can set people free, or lessons in life that can help people not be the narcissist. So upon watching Tasha K's video, I kind of like her definition of what a narcissist is. You know, everybody should have high self-esteem, love themselves. Although the Bible says, think not highly of yourselves. I'm going to try to type real quick, guys. Welcome. Well, I say shalom and thanks for coming. I'm going to take my time, y'all. My daughter's sitting here with me, but it's a lot of stuff that needs to be addressed. And like I said, I always plug myself in first. You are Hebrew? Absolutely, we the children of the Bible. That's what my channel is all about. Just debunking Roman traditions that was bestowed upon the early black Christians who were slaves. I'm not with all that. If the book of Hebrews still exists in the Bible, then the people do as well. And I have blood work that proves that I am a you. J's didn't exist then, but I don't want to go into that. Every other video prior to this, we are the children of Israel. However we want to take it, slice it up, be angry, be mad, call ourselves Moors, Nation of Islam's, 5%er, God body, conscious community. Divide and conquer will never allow us to be the majority, but these people still exist. If the book of Romans is in the Bible and they still exist as Roman people, where's the Hebrew people? You didn't kill them all in a slave Atlantic trade slave. I get tongue tied sometimes. But we all didn't die off. We all didn't disappear off the face of the earth. So yeah, I'm practicing that. I was a Christian up until 5 years ago. And it's just a lot of bondage. Everybody out in YouTube beefing right now say they're Christian. Fabe, Jay Wilson, probably even Sweet Mind Tasha K. Not to the extent, but they believe in some higher power. And it's kind of funny how everybody say they believe in higher powers. Shalom QI, that's what's up. Peace Reflections VS. Hey, what's up VS? Oh, Peace Reflections. I'm American Indian. I believe the 12 tribes of Israel is the aboriginal indigenous people in this land. I truly believe that the 12 tribes of Israel have the Indian uniqueness. My mom has Indian in her. And I'm also have a white great grandmother, so I'm kind of caught in between. I say I never let the black side of me hate the white side, and I never let the white side enslave me. But we're gonna talk about this. VS, you know I follow you. I woke up this morning, saw you live about 7 stars, the baby daddy, ex-boyfriend, and little baby Amir being born, with this married man. I'm like, oh, hell. I lost my job today, guys. That's why I'm a little nervous. I'm going to keep it real. But God sent me home for a reason. We ain't going to talk about that because I'm not the sympathetic. No, VS, I'm not Sweet Ma. And that shit just burns me up that people out here using their sickness and disabilities and everything to get money. When you got bitches like me that fight hard. Bear with me. I just had to get that out. I'm good, y'all. My boss don't like me and she been riding me hard. But anyway, I'm fighting that another way. Sweet Ma came to my channel. I did a video about Tasha K. Let me try and pull that video up real quick, y'all. I'm good. You bear with me, y'all. I can't see your comments right now, but bear with me. I'm just trying to see. I believe it was November something. Hold on. I did a joking video about Tasha K trying to did she take this other YouTuber's identity, wine with words? And then I had all these screenshots of Tasha K going from one chat to another chat. Y'all remember that night when Star Marie first broke out, right? So Let me see. Let me go to it real quick, y'all. And she came over and commented. She was like, "Oh yeah, your points is valid like some of the heavy hitters." She said, "Ooh, girl, I gotta see what your channel is about." I was like, "Hold up." It was like 7 o'clock in the morning, y'all. I immediately said, I debunked the Romans. I debunked them old fake ass Christians. I just don't like evil. People hearts is evil. And immediately she just stayed the hell away from me. Hold on, let me pull up this video. It's called Tasha K. Wine with Words in One Crazy Night, November 5th. But prior to that, I did a video on Lovely Tea, how Tasha K spilt tea on Lovely Tea. And I did one on Lovely Tea, like it's now 2018, when she was calling older YouTubers sandpaper puss and black, dark, light skin, this, that, and the third. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, where's all this coming from? That's an evil heart in and of itself, to be ranting and going on like that. But she never commented on that. So I saw the biasness in her. And I'm going back to my chat now, y'all. Hold on. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't even let them see you break. No, I'm not breaking because of YouTube. It's just I was so frustrated with my boss. I was trying to hold on, and I didn't do anything but show up to work and work. And some people don't like that. And when you carry a certain uniqueness about you, persecution is gonna come. So I'm strong, y'all. I did that on camera, but it's not that, VS. I appreciate you because you always say you're not gonna let nobody cry, but this isn't related to YouTube, y'all. If you don't know the shit I put up with on my job, and that's why I say God has me home for a reason. Y'all showing up. My channel has been growing, and I said I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna talk, and maybe next month my paycheck will come from YouTube, y'all. But I have not a dog in this fight, maybe a nickel and a quarter, because she did come to my channel, but she never came back. And I was following Sweet Ma just to see. Hold on. Emotions are energy. Yeah, very good. I'm a positive person. I just, like I said, 11 o'clock in the day, I usually be at work, but I'm glad I'm home because y'all going to appreciate this. It's all going to tie together. And VS, I keep things so real. I finally did email you because I also think I uncovered a connection with these two people. One you were talking about with the crystals, and the other one, how can I say this? The other one, you took pictures with in a roundabout way. You know what I'm talking about. I'll keep it real. I have a connection. I may tie it in here, y'all. Anyway, Sweet Mom came over. Don't let work stress you if you can. I won't, y'all. I'm really cool. I'm really cool with it. It just was one of those moments. Your boss is unhappy. Very wicked. I used to work for her back in 2008, and she brought me back this time around, probably just to humiliate me because of the other staff that was in the office, because that's all I got from her. But truly believe God don't make no mistakes, y'all. I'm home for a reason today. Let me say hi to, let me put these little readers on. I'm going to take my time, y'all. This is going to be a great live stream because the way I took knocking Tasha K, how was you? All I want to say is, Sweet Mom, how was you surviving Tasha K when she wasn't even messing with you? That's all I want to know. How in the hell is you? Tasha K need to be surviving you. So I flipped it a little bit. Misery loves company. Cause you was agreeing with her at the time. She crazy. Your boss is unhappy. God says he will put our enemies under our foot. He will reward you. Yes, yes. And goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And if you have a willing and obedient heart, you will eat the good of the land. My channel, I'm not a preacher. I don't call myself prophet titties. Yes, I love you. I'll be watching y'all, but I don't insert myself where I don't need to be. But she came to my channel. So I always say, if you come in my life, it's part of my testimony, good, bad, or indifferent. And I have a right to talk about this, Sweet Mom, because when I told you, I can even pull up the comment, or you could go to that Tasha K wine with words one crazy night and see the conversation between us. Sweet Ma needs counseling. She about to get it today in a good way. Like I told her in Seven Stars, slayed you, but I'm about to resurrect you. That got flagged for age restriction. I think I was a little testy. I had a little wine cooler, but I was cursing in that video like, you gotta die before you resurrect. And I'm not here to play with you. I saw something that touched my spirit. That girl spoke some truth to you that your followers ain't speaking to you, and you mad at the world. I felt a little sorry for you, even though you ain't come from my channel. I want to help you rise from whatever. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? I'm buffering, and like I said, I'll take whatever I have to take. I'm not gonna curse. I'm not gonna be disrespectful. Any of her followers out there need to come on and hear what thus saith the Lord. I'm not a prophet, but when I thought about this, she making Tasha K look like a narcissist. She looked more like a narcissist. But then when I went back and watched Mona Simone take on what a narcissist is, I saw something there too. I'm just like, first I said, let me see if I'm a narcissist. So first of all, peace and blessings. Hopefully YouTube will work out for you, dear. Thank you. It will, because I say I mind my business so other people don't mind mine. But like I said, she came to my channel, so I have a right to speak on this. We know people who's behaving like her, and it just threw me to hell. If I could just talk, y'all, let me just talk, okay? Yo, this girl got an hour and 40-minute video out on Tasha K talking about she surviving Tasha K. How the hell can you survive something that wasn't even bothering you? That don't even make sense to me. So I watched that video. You know, in the video where you clip out where you clip out all the teachings on narcissists, right? I got a little bit here. I could play some of it for you, like without showing the clip, but oh my God, if I could put this video together like I have it on my movie maker. Let's just start with the interview we heard, and I'll work backwards. We heard that interview where that man came forward. I always tell people it's always the pretty chicks that's the most nastiest, hateful, and wickedest people in the world. And that's the God's honest truth. My friend always say I'm not the prettiest person, but I have a good spirit. You would think TK was her baby daddy and caused her to be in the situation she was in. That's what I told her in Sweet Ma. I'm gonna resurrect you. What the hell? You should be investing all this time in that man that caused you to be in this situation. And I think God got something to do with that. Because if you want to have a baby with a married man, karma is a mother. I slept with married men before, but I wasn't stupid enough to have a baby. And that's just via some of my whole moments. I love you, girl. We all got them. But I wasn't stupid enough to have no damn baby with him. Yes, her interview was mind-blowing. When I saw that interview about because we hear the word narcissism, narcissist. But when she broke it down with nemesis, I was like, and then when you get to the end of it, you quote unquote, do you take your baby to the park? Do you read to your baby? Do you this? Why is you blaming Tasha K and misdirecting all this freaking energy around here? Sweet Ma and Nature Boy are the same. They want to destroy the world. And honey, I don't even follow the conscious community like that, because that's what they doing. Definitely destroying the black people. But anyway, okay. So I got to thinking, who else is like this Sweet Ma chick? It's a lot of people like this Sweet Ma chick on YouTube in our sector. Now, I watched Mona Simone video. That poor baby is being neglected. That poor baby is being neglected and abused and misused. Like I told her in my last video, if you're going to come for somebody, y'all excuse me. If you're going to come for somebody with your wine in one hand and your baby in the other hand, and you online for 3 or 4 hours, And then you got the baby somewhere down, maybe a foot away from you, patting the baby on the back like he a grown man. And then you out here, and that shit she said to you, VS, this morning about, oh my God, I'm not gonna present baby Amir to the world no more. Like, who the hell asked you? And stop doing that. Because if you wasn't bringing your baby in arm's way, your baby wouldn't be taking these shots fired. I hate stupid ass women like that. I got some in my family. I'm home for a reason, y'all. I may get my job back. I'm going to find another job. I told you I started a nursing agency. Things happen for a reason. I had to shed those tears. Over the years, I found that shedding tears keep you from cursing people out and being angry. You release it, you let it go. But doing it on camera, oh, they'll use it against you. But you can only use it in the context that it was. I lost my job today and then got up the courage to come live to talk about Sweet Mom and what's going on. She's dead wrong. Let me tell you something. I thought she said she went all the way back to Jenna Kramer when Tasha K sent people over there. Hello, let me say hi. Hi, Jaleesa, QI, Weller, Jordan. Thank you so much. Carlos James. Unless you're Sweet Ma using stuff in context. Listen, I'm not Sweet Ma, but she came to my channel, and one thing I deal with is a demonic heart, is evilness. When she didn't come back to my channel, she knew I wasn't with the fuck shit. How about that? And I'm not being rude, and I'm going to keep it in context. That's the only reason I'm talking about her, because I see the crystals praying death over somebody baby, and you got a disabled baby, allegedly, if that's what you're doing. But you can't be the head of something and not know what the tail of the body is doing, and not giving permission and the okay for it to be done. Good morning. Love your content. Miss Catalina, thank you. VS, I got my eyes on you too. I told you, watch my video. VS, Sean Bradley, the petitions, and choose a side. I'll never choose a side. I put before everybody life or death. Deuteronomy 30:19. I used to comment to him, then I felt his rejection. No matter if I came through the thick or the thin or the bad, boom, you always accepted me and received me and sent people over here to me, knowing I wasn't with all the drama. I see things, I hear things. That's what we have eyes to perceive and ears to hear. But I told you, go over there, because I said, used to be your girl. Oh, your OJ's is playing in that one, girl. I said, Mr. Bradley, what happened? You used to let this lady come to your platform, defend herself. You found her kind of charming. You know what I'm saying? She used to have people come on her platform. And I did that video live hoping y'all would come. Don't be afraid of me. Blessed is the peacemaker, for they are called the children of heaven. Not that God and the devil is ever going to get along, but that's not me for me to judge amongst mankind. That's God's job. It's only my light to show you where I'm going to shine my light on darkness. That lady said, Sweet Ma went through that whole video trying to make Tasha K look bad. See, I want to tell Sweet Ma, your sins will find you out. See, all that pretending to be sweet, making us real sweet ladies genuinely in life look bad, regardless of our skin tone, complexion, and all of that. It's just some genuinely sweet, nice people out here, not manipulating the system, not making people feel sorry for them, not making people, some of the definitions is projecting your narcissist off on other people, making Tasha K look like she's a narcissist, making other people look like they're narcissists. Unyoked spirits, absolutely. Lost souls, the type of demonic bondage will have no effect. Bleed the blood of our Lord. Decree and declare who you are in Christ. Pray it has no power unless you allow it. Fear not. I believe in that as well. But also, how you overcome is by the blood of the Lamb and the words of your testimony. And if you out here lying and deceiving people, killing, stealing, destroying, how the hell we ever gonna progress? How the hell we ever gonna move forward? I'm not upset at y'all. I thank y'all for being here. But I've been sitting on this. Like from the very first time, BS, she made a video and that bitch. I was like, oh, and then showed up in your live chat. I'm like, something is wrong. If people don't go ahead and start to address this girl gonna destroy many lives. Many lives. Many. I don't practice that hoodoo voodoo you do. No. I believe in the word of God to an extent because a lot of the Bible's been manipulated with. But there's a word that pierces the soul, the spirit, the joint, the marrow, the bone asunder. And you speak life into that situation. You may not always see it come to pass, but you know you did what you had to do, and you see things start to manifest. I don't like the way she's out here making people feel sorry for her, but when she has a page exposing Tasha K. Tasha K, Sweet Mind is out to destroy many because Sweet Mind is broken. But see, that's the thing. Even though she didn't come back to my channel, I said, I'm resurrecting you. I spoke life into her. I showed her how she can. Jesus, when he died and rose again, what's the key word? He died. The flesh has to die. Some people don't want their flesh to die. And I see this in Sweet Mind. So many other people, especially when you come to my channel, most people avoid me. Look at Jay Wilson and Fabe. They say they Christians, but I bet you we cannot hold a Christianly conversation right now because she's talking about, let's be honest, and I promise, after February, I keep my word. I talking about how I think she jealous because, let's be honest, she's like BS. I'm sorry, but I seen that shit, but you a prophetess. Oh, hell to the no. Because you got many people out here like that deceiving the masses. VS, oh, there you go. Her fiance says she's a hoarder living with her parents and with a side baby. She is a hoarder. She is a hoarder. And let me tell you what she's hoarding on to, because when I seen your title, I said, I wouldn't put it past her if it's closed, but she hoarding on to feelings, hurt feelings. She's holding on to abuse. She's holding on to pain. I said, we as black people, we love what hurt us, y'all. Somebody somewhere in her life, it stems from a place of hurt, a place of self-pity, self-worthiness, unloving herself. You don't allow this many men to walk in your life and break your heart and cause you to be succumb to a narcissist. When the hell do you draw the line? Black people pain is a lot of identity. Yeah, I talk about it. That's what I talk about. I'm not here to set everybody free, but Christ came to deal with death and doubt and unbelief. And a lot of us doubted that Sweet Mind would ever be this exposed a couple of months after going after Tasha K. But she said, oh, Tasha K do it, but Tasha K doesn't do it with an obsession, with a hatred in her heart. Tasha K do it for the clout, money, come up, get the story. This is her lifeline. But Tasha K is not your job. And you spend more time on Tasha K than you do on your job and your baby. And she does it to the real celebrities. Right. She doesn't, and even doing it to the real celebrities, you got to figure out how much Wendy Williams do it, how much Shade Room do it. Tasha K ain't no different than them on that level. They just mad Tasha K does it the way Tasha K does. And that's trending the freaking internet. And like I said, everybody with that star scammery, if it was that, it was a brilliant idea. Not to deceive people, but anybody would have came up with, okay, Lovely T, you got the big numbers, all right? Because Lovely T did drop her video before Tasha K did her interview. Because if you listen to the interview, Tasha K told Star Marie, well, Lovely T got the biggest numbers right now. And I'm like, well, how the heck, if you got the exclusive interview, how the heck did Lovely T drop it? I ran over to Lovely T. She had the biggest numbers while Tasha was doing the interview. I'm like, oh, so there is some truth to that. Tasha said when she found out that everything was trending, she jumped on it and pushed it further. I don't want to get into that. I did a video on that. How Mona knew the morning of the interview. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Deuteronomy 30:19, I believe. I set before you this day. Choose life or death. Exactly. I imagine a lot get together to gain subs. That's of course, of course. Malibu Dollface didn't want to do it with her, but I'm sure a lot of YouTubers get together and do that. Something happened for them not to follow through. And I tell you what happened when I realized that Tasha K had took down I Am a Hater Star Marie page, because that was the page going after her for Cardi B. And I guess the exposing Tasha K page was doing the same thing at the same time. Who is I Am a Hater Star Marie? No sooner than that, you see Sweet Mom and Lioness of Judah and Lovely T chat. I'm like, well, they just didn't make friends. They had to know. Lovely T had to know that these girls was I am a hater star Marie 13 on IG over there, because not too after that video she cursed Tasha K out. Oh, hey, my sister Lioness of Judah, but Tasha K was just your sister. And how do we as black people make sisters so easily and open up so easily? But then you say, oh, she ain't my friend, I ain't her friend, and yeah, yes she was. Y'all was going to parties, doing everything, but she knew. And I told you in that video, um, Tasha K, Wine with Words, and One Crazy Night. At the end of it all, I ran into Sweet My page, and she was sitting there like, "Oh, Tasha K think I'm a star, Marie Hater 13 on IG, but it's my boo." I'm like, "Well, who is the boo?" It's Linus of Judah, y'all. This was all worked out. Eventually, it was all planned. It was all conspired. So, yeah, if y'all could hear with some of these things they were saying in her video about a narcissist, it was called the campaign to do something. I could put it's on my thing. I can let y'all hear some of what's going on, but I have it so together like for a video, but I don't want to put it up and get a flag, because the same way she edited and made it a little movie, I did the same exact thing. And I'm gonna try to let y'all hear some of it, and I'm gonna point some of it out as I go along. But again, I'm not biased against anybody. This girl is running through here using her baby as a weapon, as a shield, as some sympathy. And no, like when hold on. I'ma just leave it like that. Okay, bitch. Okay, for some reason it's freezing up a little bit, but I'm gonna get to the parts where Mona Simone. Okay, Mona Simone say in her narcissist, she says 1 in 25 people are a narcissist. So I figure, there's about 250 of us small YouTubers running around here, right? 1 in 25. So if you could think of 5 people, let's just put Tasha K and what's the name, Sweet Ma in there, since she think Tasha K is one. I think Lovely T is one, and I also think Mona Simone is one. And I told you, if you could see this video or go back and watch Sweet Ma's video, the way she was playing Tasha K like a narcissist supposed to love themselves, think highly of themselves. I wish we can all get there as a nation, as a people. A lot of us deal with low self-esteem. A lot of us deal with mental health issues, and Sweet Ma to say every man or every person she ever dated is a narc. What's going on in you? How come you keep attracting the same people in your life? Unless you are a narc portraying, it says they project themselves off on other people. Let me see what you're saying. So, hi everyone. How are you? Hi Malik. Hi, if I hi Jamaica girl, 1, 2, 3, big up, big up. Hey, I just wanted to say hello at work. Big like, thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Right, she exposed herself. You know what she did? She should have let VS expose her, because it probably wouldn't have been so bad, and people probably wouldn't have went digging. She jumped bad on that camera. Yeah, she thinks she gonna expose me. I'm here. I'm gonna let you know who Sweet Ma is. But you left out the fact that you had a baby with somebody else's husband. That the narc guy, you say you was doing videos on. Hell, he flipped it on your ass too and was doing videos on you to show people how you was. You didn't know it was gonna come out. You 30 years old living with your mama. You ain't know it was gonna come out. You a hoarder. Not only will hoarder physical things, you hoarding a lot inside, young lady. You hoarding a lot inside, young lady. I can't believe this, Sweet Ma. And like I said, I sat here. I said, Lord, why she run from me? She came to my page. She commented on my stuff, y'all. And then walked around these YouTube streets getting in all kind of drama and beef. I said, see? God don't make no mistakes. He will bring people in your life and move them the hell out. Because if she stuck around, it'd be in trouble. And she got trouble. And VS, you said it best. You said it how you said it. You got a big fish to fry, but she got bigger problems to worry about. You understand what I'm saying? This girl done set herself up, and people still gonna follow her. People still gonna think she's sweet, cute, and innocent. She needs to do some work in her inner self. Absolutely. There is no way you got a good spirit about you walking around here doing this. Nobody calling you an evil spirit, but I always say a disconnection from the spirit of the Most High God is why people find themselves in that situation. I find myself in financial situations, this, that, and the third, but I know my heart is not wicked. I say we sipping on all the tea we can, because at first I was just going to do spirituality, just read the Bible, educate from that. But there's life lessons like Sweet Ma in her storyline right here that we all can learn from. And I cannot be afraid to talk about worldly news followed with spirituality, because there is an answer and a solution to all problems. A good tree can't bear bad fruit. A bad tree doesn't have good fruit. And those that sow to the spirit, reap everlasting life. And those that sow to the flesh reap corruption. And this is corruption to me at its finest. Because this girl, I can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Can you hear me? So yeah, like, I don't believe pretty is pretty. Pretty can be evil. I don't think everything that talks sweet has a good heart behind them. I don't think everybody that wears a collar is a Christian. And I don't think everybody that reads from the Bible is godly. That's just me. But I see things. We all have an inner eye that sees and an inner ear that hears. Yes, VS, we do. Carlos, amen. Yes. And this lady, VS, how she have your picture over there. And again, you ain't even her like, why would she do that to you? But yet she have a problem with Tasha K saying, go get your baby some cough syrup. First of all, if I know my baby ain't coughing, I'd be like, bitch, you can say what you want to say about me and mine. I know what time it is, but obviously she don't know. And obviously she knew she can use that to draw Armin and Lovely T in that night. Because if you go back and watch that video, because she ain't no dirt on 7. And if you go back and watch that video, right? She said, why would you put that $100 in my... And I got it on my timeline here. She got in her video. It's the green background. It's the white lady talking. A narcissist cry, but they be trying to force that tear out. Did you see how she cried when Tasha K gave her that $100? It wasn't a cry. It was, and I got a picture with Tasha K doing it, Lovely T doing it. I couldn't find one of Mona Simone, but I got enough of Mona Simone saying what Mona Simone said. She said to some lady named Deborah, I believe, she was like, "Oh, and if you think I'm a narcissist," during her narcissist video, somebody was calling her out. Tasha K said she didn't give the money back. That's what Tasha said, and yet she haven't put the receipts up there. And in her video, she gonna say, "Oh, well, why she didn't get her money back?" And oh God, I wish I'm gonna put the video up. I'm gonna block out all their faces. I'm gonna find a way to edit it. Just use their voices. But the way I got it on my timeline, y'all, you think Seven Stars slayed her, and I'm not doing it intentionally. I just see all the F shit that she is doing around here on these YouTube streets, and I'm not. I was created for times like this. I'm not afraid to say she said she was gonna get the receipt up and haven't done it yet. She don't have it. Some people are great deceivers and manipulators, killing, stealing, and destroying, and they're glorifying themselves to be holy and righteous, and everybody running around here praising them. But what happens when you put your favorite person up on a pedestal? I know there's some disappointed people in her right now, especially the family members who help her with baby Amir, and she call them damn narcissists too. I've never seen such behavior anywhere in my life. Anywhere. I told her I used to be like her before I turned 30. I'm 51 now, y'all. I used to be like her. I used to try to get people to pay my car insurance, feel sorry for me. I had my money tucked aside to go buy shoes or hair or whatever, and they could pay everything else. Call my mom up, "Mom, my school money didn't come, or I didn't get paid." And I see that shit in her. I'm like, oh, hell no. I had to be called up on my shit. Seemed like she learned a new word and don't know how to let it go. What's that new word? Talk to me, VS. Let me see if I could think about it. I think it's feel sorry for me because she's pathetic at this point in time. No disrespect to her, but you have to die in order to resurrect. The flesh has to die. She won't apologize, and that's one of the things. One of the things she said in her video trying to out Tasha K. One of the people she had as like narcissist, right? VS. She right, okay. She had in one of her has commentary that they don't know how to apologize, and then they apologize for the wrong reason. And we did see that with Lovely T and Tasha. They both came forward at that particular time, and they both apologized. But I think for the wrong reasons. I don't think Tasha K should have apologized because Lovely T was behind her back with Malibu Dollface, if that is true. And then Lovely T only came out because her and Tasha K had that off-camera conversation. Tasha K recorded for 2 hours, and I'm sure Tasha K was the aggressor in that conversation. So she came out like, "Oh, Tasha K didn't do anything. Tried to leave her alone. She didn't flag." But how y'all enemies now? So that deception right there, that call it narcissism if you want to, because they project who they are on other people. But I have in this clip where it shows Tasha K. She had that little blue shirt on. And I love Tasha and Baby K. I never choose between her and Lovely T. You can't do commentary and be biased. Why is Sweet Mom so upset about her name being out? Doesn't it show when someone sends money on that Cash App to her? What's the difference? You're absolutely right. And you know what? I done took the $100. The Bible said God will use your enemy to bless you. And if anybody out there feel they don't like me and want to give me a damn dollar, that's what I'm talking about. See, we don't know the truth, and she should have just took that $100 and said, "What the hell?" But I think what happened was, because she's sitting there going on, "Why she do this to me? Oh, I don't want that money. It's evil money." Evil money. Hell, like I told you, Sweet Mom, how many videos you did of Tasha K getting mad money, and you up in the 30,000s probably now with this last TKO. How much money Tasha K made off of your ass? You should have took that $100 and just know. But you wanted the sympathy. You wanted people to feel sorry for you. They started donating, and then here come Lovely T to slam everybody down with her $200 donation. Again, grandiosity is another form and sign of narcissism. Whoo! I bet Sweet My Doctor gave her the diagnosis of narcissism a long time ago, and she couldn't deal with it and been trying to project it off on everybody else. That's the greatest sign of narcissism, is projecting it out on everybody else. I said, wait a minute, she projecting it on everybody. And then when I heard the video from the ex-boyfriend and how far she went there, it's like, you know what? Let's talk about it. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm not a troublemaker, but where I come from and what I know, the elders supposed to teach the younger. You understand what I'm saying? And we missing that in our community. And then, like I said about Tasha K and Lovely T, I think I made mention to this to Miss Oracle when Lovely T came out and said, "Oh, sandpaper puts old bees and this, that, and the third." I'm like, you know what? The old teach the young, but you got people like Lovely T and Tasha K who holding their own, but they won't listen to the elder. Why? Because we look just as young as them, and they don't that respect for your mother's no older than I am, but I respect your mother. You know what I'm saying? Your mother's age group. I'm 51, and the women in their 30s, it's like we lost that respect for that generation or age gap from the 30s to the 50s. Because everything is like blended in. You got women out here in their 30s look like they 60s. You got women in their 50s look like they 30s. So, but the level of respect is lost in that generation. From me to your mom's age, my mom's age, we still have that yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, like that. But we've lost it with women buying $100,000 custom cars. They don't want to hear nothing from us old sandpaper puss YouTubers. And Tasha K said anybody over 50 should be working at Walmart. I'm like, damn, we catching the bad rap out here. We got sandpaper puss. I'm sorry, guys. I keep buffering. I mean, I would appreciate it if it's not a flag, but you just got some people out there that can't accept the truth. You got a lot of channels like mine in the world. The only drama we want is the beef for souls. I told Jay Wilson that, but he, overlooking somebody is the greatest thing God could ever have them do, because sometimes they don't want the truth or the confrontation, or like in Sweet Ma's situation, for it to come out. I've told y'all everything about me in all my videos, not to be out of myself, but you overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the words of your testimony. We're not going to be buried here today, because we're going to talk about it. And I say with no shade, no sinful hatred and demonic evil against nobody. And that's how you overcome. I can talk about this. I don't gotta drag her. I don't gotta make her look bad. Everything out there and that we talking about is already making her look bad. And VS, you said it best. I swear to God, we have this in common. Nobody can make me look bad worse than I make myself look bad. I don't need nobody else to make me look. You know how they say you could do bad all by yourself? I say I could do good by myself too. But I make myself look bad enough where I don't need nobody out here make. And she forming all these alliances and people like that one live you did with them witching death on her baby. Now let's go there. Okay. Like I told her, ain't no way in hell you coming for somebody on live 5 hours a day. Sorry, I lost my chat. People mad because I have a lot of older people until your older people are just as valuable as anyone else. You damn right. And we come with more wisdom. And see, if she had more valuable people on her team, they would have been talking some sense into her, and maybe things wouldn't be as bad as it is for Miss Sweet Ma right now. But how's you got your baby here, wine in one hand? Like I told her in that video, I don't have nothing holding me down. I have a 37-year-old son. Well, they're gonna be this year 37 and 31. My daughter gonna be 27. Well, I don't have nothing to me tying me down, and I barely could keep up with the chats. VS, I told you when I met you, I was tired of fighting the devil. Never grow weary in well doing. But I got on YouTube and vowed not to fight another YouTuber. I have bigger demons and fish and people seated in high places that we need to be addressing out here. But see, sweet Ma, when I see something like this come from a beautiful young lady like you, it is spiritual, it is demonic, it is brokenness, it is an emptiness, it is a cry out for help. It is. And that's the stuff I don't turn my cheek to. I turn my cheek to everything, probably everything else Christianity probably taught y'all. Because that could be one of the most demonic religions in the world. I love older people. The elderly, they have wisdom. My grandma is my best friend. Absolutely not. People mad because you're winning, VS, and they refuse to give up. And like I told Sean Bradley the other day, Sean, all the evidence I kind of got up that day, VS, you had stuff from May and April. I said, now, I told you, you is the Sherlock Holmes of YouTube, and people just need to stop. VS, you've been in the military. You trained to fight. And like I said, if I could get you in the kingdom of heaven one day and you tear the devil a new asshole, God would truly appreciate it. But then again, people do demonic shit. So you out here, kudos to you. People need to have the tenacity to fight like you fight, to fight like Tasha K out here fighting. Black people have given up. That's really what my channel's about. We keep turning the other cheek in Christianity. We keep taking the bullshit they tell us that's for us, and it's really not. The Bible even tells you what's for us, but we so still blind and have deaf ears, and we not hearing what people is out here saying. Yes, VS is very spiritual. I even said in somebody post, I said, with all the nonsense going on, VS may be working with God because she got that power and she winning. And that's when I look out. I don't care right, wrong, or indifferent. If you don't know how to fight to defend your own, or if you don't know how to stand up for your own, you need your ass whooped. You need, and that's what happened to us as a nation, y'all. We've been defeated and whooped. We're afraid to stand up and fight like VS. You can go back to May now, Mr. Bradley. This all started back then. Did anybody know about it? Because the devil moved in secret. But the Bible says your sins shall find you out. And then once you get found out, it's like, oh hell. VS, like I told him, I wasn't taking no sides, but Mr. Bradley, you used to have respect for this woman. What happened? She used to be my girl. Oh, she used to be my. I was sitting over here jamming. Like maybe 5 people came through, but it was no disrespect to you nor him. I just want to know, y'all out here choosing sides. Choose one, good or evil. That's the only side I can put before anybody, and the only decision inside I will choose to make. But right is right, wrong is wrong. You keep poking the bear. You say it's a blackout, but you keep talking about this young lady out here. You keep making videos, and all she doing is taking your words and beating your ass with it. Taking your words and dusting you out in these YouTube streets. Your words. Just like, if, oh God, if I could get this movie maker to play, Sweet Ma is going to get whooped with her own words. But see, she don't know people like me. I know the word of God is a two-edged sword. It'll pierce you and cut you up on one side and prune you up on the other. Christians, believers, supposed to edify, encourage, comfort, exhort one another. I'm not here to just tear you down and leave you where you at, girl. Something is wrong. We stop letting them hit off of us, right? Choctawas, let me see. What's up? I'm a friendly viewer since my surgery and got on here to pass my time. I have learned a lot about this YouTube thing. Absolutely. And I've been on here a year. December 12th was my first upload. They said I joined July 17th. And you don't even know I'm in these YouTube streets. VS know my presence, and maybe one or two other people, because they come to my channel, I go to theirs. They comment on me, I go to theirs and comment. Um, and I always say, when the smoke clear, I'ma still be standing here in my righteousness, in my right standing. I may do a video or two just to get in the algorithm. God may say speak directly to this person, but I'll never do it. My favorite song is Dennis Brown. Here I come with love and not hatred. I'm not coming with hatred. But like Loda Luck said, because I love rap battle, you're going to get this work today, but we're going to do it in a respectful way. You're going to get this work today. Absolutely. You know, sweet mom, let me tell you this. When you didn't come back to my channel, I knew it was something with you, because a lot of times people would try to project it. Oh, like it's something wrong with her. Don't mess with Religion Wink TV. I'm glad you chose not to mess with Religion Wing TV, because if I was your friend, or if I had all of that gooey love like everybody else have surrounding you, I wouldn't be able to talk to you like this. Because I tell you, Christians, the Bible say money answereth all things, not love. You ain't supposed to be out here loving what hurt you, and then you have to have tough love when you see somebody doing wrong. You're supposed to pull them at first to the elders or the church or the people over the tribe to try to work it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here trying to duke it out with you, but you need somebody to tell you the damn truth. What you did was wrong. VS is, you know what? And people say, oh, I'm mean spirited to an extent. I don't play when it come to people, kids. Mine's are grown. Remember that. I got 4 grandkids, y'all. But you said that post like, I'm going to take a mirror from the world. I'm not going to let nobody see a mirror. I said, well, damn, it's about damn time you thinking about your son and being the mother that you should, because you should have never put your baby to the masses. When you know you out here doing dirty, when you know you got your baby in your arms talking about, if she fuck with me, I'ma get her. Get who? Haven't Tasha K and VS shown you how to fight? How to withstand the fiery darts of the enemy? Because for some reason, whenever somebody get their ass whooped, it's the one that did the ass whooping is the bad person. How come the one who started the drama, got their ass whooped, ain't the one responsible for it? It's always the one who come back the hardest, who punched the hardest. And Sweet Ma, you out here fighting for Tasha K, and you know she'll never throw a punch for you. You out here fighting to expose her with all these other people. Let me retract that. And they won't throw a punch for you. Where they at? Where they at? Where's all the videos defending? Nah, Sweet Ma ain't no 30-year live at home with her side baby. Where's all these videos at? Where are the videos? Look at the Sky Century Funk, but let me get out of your ways. This message is held for review. VS, some things I have for review. I'll look at it later. Listening from work. She put negative energy in that baby. She already put negative energy in that baby. VS, let me tell you how. All right? First of all, the dude is married. You left a man in prison. You left a man in prison. You befriended the married man's wife. And you don't think karma, you don't think you're going to be a little touch with what comes around, goes around? And it came out in your baby. That's probably something to add to it. It could be a physical thing going on. I told you in that video, your baby wasn't coughing. Your baby had like congestion. It could even be cystic fibrosis. I just advise you to get them tested. But your baby wasn't coughing. But you was hitting him like he was a grown man. I said, damn. I told my daughter, I said, Sweet Mouth, what are you doing? What are you doing with your baby? I know single moms, you want to, be on camera or whatever, but your baby will be on the bed or somewhere. You got to be in the same room. But she literally had him right there in the arms talking shit to Tasha K. And you don't expect anybody to take shots back at you with your baby in your arms? And she didn't even take shots at you. She said, buy the baby some cough medicine. How offended can you be? But that's probably a narcissist too, easily offended. Let's just add that definition in there. There's so many other definitions out here. Shit. A sweet mom is a professional victim. Absolutely, I agree. I have a right to agree with certain things, and VA did not say this. These are Religion Wink's words. Right, no, I can hold my own words. You didn't say it right. I can hold my own words. Yes, VS. I'm not saying here you saying anything. I watched their videos and she said everything. Just like you took Sean Bradley words and just used them to just win your case or be winning right now, be great right now, make YouTube great again, is the same way she used her words to make her look more of a narcissist. Mona Simone, if you go back and watch that video, BS, I'm going to keep it real right now. You can call me. I'll show you the timestamps. Did you get my email? Just answer that question. Did you get my email? Miss Cruiser, them narcissist videos had me feeling bad for her. I was all that man left her and stole her money. She had me for him for a minute. You know what? And when I got up, the first thing I heard was that video being played. That man's not lying on her. She's not this way in real life. She wants to be an actress, so when the camera come on, she has to act. But I bet you that's a miserable role off camera. It's a miserable script off camera. I do believe that, sweet mom. You need spiritual help. And them crystals, let me tell you, can we get into that now? Let me see. What else did I want to say about that baby? Tasha K didn't leave you in your struggling situation. And you said in your video, Tasha K, you messing with my baby? You supposed to be pregnant. You better watch it. I'm like, oh, wow. Go back and watch that video, TKO. She says it in there, y'all. Does she say it before Tasha K got in Sean Bradley live? I believe she said it because this is one of the times she's sitting on her bed and Brittany Chanel, they was telling her in the live, tell her to put the baby in the shower. And she was acting so oblivious to, oh, I can do that? That's what I'm supposed to do? But this is your miracle, baby. You supposed to know what to do. If God give you a miracle, he'll give you the all wherewithal to maintain that miracle, to know what to do for that miracle. You can't keep blaming Tasha K for your problems. You're more of a narcissist, sweet mom, to Tasha K than she ever been to you. Now, if you want to prove the fact that Tasha K may have been a narcissist to Lovely T, and Lovely T may have been a narcissist to other people, go back and watch your video. Start to plug the faces in there besides Tasha K. Mona Simone says 1 in 25 people. I know about 250 people. I could see about 4, maybe 5 of us out there. And I told you, I could be a narc. We all want to think high of ourselves. We all want to win. We all want to have that tenacious inner drive that, we all at in a bag of chips without projecting it on other people and having, like Mona Simone said, that lady said, Mona, you being a chair arm. I got the timestamps. Cause something else in that narcissist video came out where she said, "Oh, if you think so, I got my witches sisters and help is on the way." And then VS, she spoke to somebody that you know in that same video. I said, "Well, ain't this about a bee?" And all this crystals and things is going on about, Tasha K baby and them praying over the baby and there's good and evil in the world, y'all. And we got to start speaking to it. We got to start calling it out. We got to start nipping it in the bud. Mona Simone said, but you'll get blocked. And if I was an effing narcissist, I'll F you over and have you eating out the palm of my hand. I said, well, damn, if that's the definition of a narcissist, you got a lot of people out here doing that on YouTube. So here we are with this video, y'all. How has she come forward yet? Has she made a video yet? Has she had a rebuttal to any of this yet? Has her friend Deb called her out on it yet? But that's what friends are for. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not, wow, not Mona Simone. Just go listen to her video, Narcissists. She was trying to out Tasha K too. Everybody that's has all this education, like I told Jay Wilson, and I'm not being funny, y'all. Jay Wilson say do Jesus, right? And when you spell Jesus, it's Jesus. That's a short sounding E, right? Eh, Jesus, it's not Jesus. And same thing with Negro. We spell it Negro, but we say Negro. Like the English language has been a force to be reckoned with the people who were sold into slavery and brought over here as people to be slaves to confuse the masses. They didn't want us to remember our original tongue. Every other person that was brought over to slavery have some kind of Puerto Ricans still have a different dialect than us. Jamaicans, Haitians, everybody, but we was brought the furthest to be forgotten the most when it comes to whatever you believe in the Bible and who you think you are, such as the children of Israel. But sweet ma, I see what you're doing out here. I see what you're doing with the whole Lovely T Tasha K thing. They reached down to Tasha K went to people who hated Lovely T. Lovely T went to people who hated Tasha K. And for some reason, like I asked that same night, Lovely T, put that money in your account. If Tasha K never gave you that money, would you have seen $200 from Lovely T? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. You wouldn't have. You wouldn't have seen that money from Lovely T. Nor Armin. Because remember, you just said in this last video exposing yourself, you over there on IG, and Armin wanted to subscribe to you, but you overlooked him over there. You overlooked him. So you said in that exposing Tasha K, she ignored you. And you started falling back around to Jenna Kramer. And I believe a scorned woman hath no hell like fury. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. She scorned you because she ignored your comments. You said that. What other reason would you be out here? How many months later? Because, see, you said you fell back, that Jenna Kramer. But when did you start commenting? How many years or months prior to that Jenna Kramer statement you said? Because you said you started falling back. And what did you fall back into? Hatred? A state of resentment? Who the hell she thinks she is? Because she didn't subscribe to me. I didn't have that attitude with you when you didn't come back over here. I told you I went in Tasha K Cash App. Hey Tasha K, baby K. I always go over there and say hi to her. But you know what I'm saying? What did she do to you for you to fall so far back? Tasha ain't answered not one of my damn comments. Ain't find me fit to be one video strong to support her, which I do have some. Okay, and I have some that make Lovely T look what she is, and when you bias, it's just here, guys. Maybe we can look at it this way, because everybody else is looking at it. Oh, Tasha K. Oh, Lovely T. No, Tasha K and Lovely T is a spirit, and we have to try the spirits. We have to judge the spirits, and I'm judging yours today, sweet mom. Because what you did to Miss VS over there on IG was wrong. What you doing to Tasha K. You have business cards with your public information out there. Facts. Mona is a chain smoking Photoshop and scammer. Right on. I can't watch fake people. I hear that. I'm not trying to be fake if you're referring to me. And if you're not, Micah B, I understand that. Because even Malibu Dollface said in that video, how, oh Lord, let me see. Let me see. Because I told you that night with Tasha K when she went from Brittany Chanel, she went to Armin Wiggins, she went to Nick at Night, like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was like learning how to screenshot and screen record that day. But I have something here that Malibu Dollface said in her video. Something to the reference was, why should I go to the channel and watch you when I can't get what I want? I could go to Nick at Night, I could go to Mona, I could go to Lovely T, and right after that, she come on right after that and say, well, I used to date this narc and I used to make videos of him. And I'm like, this is where it's all coming from. Why should I even go to your channel when I can't get the truth? Now, if you were saying I am a narc and this is what I struggle with, and sometimes I project it on people, sometimes I like one of the things is like being grand. I always see myself at the Emmys, or I always see myself at the BET Awards for some of my songs. So I went, and I'm not expensive, but I have a shoe collection. I have jewelry, cheap stuff, but the Bible says preparation leads to promises. There's promises for us, and I'm prepared if I ever get invited to one of those places. But I'm not out here pretending to be anything that I'm not. You'll see me. Well, my hair be a little bit better sometimes, but I'm not. No, you got people out here pretending to be like just taking on a persona of a whole nother being, knowing that's not them. And then when pressure comes, they crack. They can't withstand the pressure and they buckle underneath it. And I mean, right, wrong, or indifferent, our black women, we struggle from that, overall. And we'll never hail from the same tribe or everybody get along. That's like I said, love and hate can never be friends. I know God and the enemy will not be friends, but within the midst of our community, there's some things that can be addressed if we just take the time to be real with ourselves. And a lot of times, Lotus and Carlos, Mona lied about her subscriber count. That's another thing. Miss Mona, I had about, yeah, I went up and went down and went up with my subscriber count. But I had made a decision, Carlos. You can go to Social Blade and see all the numbers and content creators. I believe that information should be private. It's true. And if you block your subscriber count on YouTube, people can't see it on Social Blade. Just go to Social Blade and Google her name. It's there. Sometimes if it's blocked out, like for a long time, I had mine so you couldn't see how many subscribers I had. And I just recently said, what the hell, let it out there. I wish I'd have did that a long time ago, because people, when you have it private, people think you don't have any following. And I've been 400 solid strong for a long, long, long time. And again, I went over to VS, I said hi, I entered her. So I'm gonna try to get this to play. Let me see. Let me read the comments. Mona is so rude, but call herself a life coach. You know what? This live isn't particularly about Miss Mona Simone. Like I said, a lot of people they know who who they can latch themselves on, who they can, and I just see it as sometimes they know who is the weakest link, they know who they can control, they know who they can get to side with them, they know who they can manipulate, who they can draw into their crowd, who they can get to move with them and stuff like that. And I just haven't had that kind of success on YouTube where I clicked up. Like I said, VS and I aren't in a clique, but YouTube to me is like a job. I have coworkers. I'm friendly to people. I don't bring everybody home and break bread with them, but I know how to socialize with people and be respectful. That's something you don't see across every platform. I don't see why it should matter if if the is out or not. If people are striving to make money, cool. Make money, but hide an account. I don't see how that benefits. Actually, I realize I want my subscribers to know that they don't have a dead account here. YouTube went through on December 13th and 14th and took like 9 of my subscribers. They said they were dead, inactive, or somehow spam or something like that. And I said, well, if you only took 9 of them, that still means I'm up over 400 at that time, solid and strong. But I agree. I mean, it's just, I heard S. Hutchinson say one time early on last year, don't trust nobody who got their subscriber count blocked. And I'm like, well, I don't take things personal. She wasn't really talking to me. But that sat with me. And it makes sense. You want people to be able to trust you and see your channel grow as we grow together. That's the only reason I let it down. And when Mona Simone said she had almost 200 subs, I said, bitch, prove. Just like, Miss Mona, prove it. I'm going to prove to you what I got, okay? And you're going to see my numbers grow. I seen you been on here well before Tasha K. Well before Tasha K. I don't see her with the receipts, VS, either, as far as her and Tasha K and that whole money situation thing. But Miss Mona Simone, when I said, oh no, you got all them subscribers. I saw you come over. Your numbers went to about 9,000, and then you kind of hit it from there. Kudos to you if you went from September, October to January from 9,000 up. They must really love your content. That's all I'm saying. Or you as a person. But those are really high numbers for you to go that high. And you should not be ashamed of it. Nicole Tyler, live now talking about Sweet Ma trying to pull her name in drama. That's another thing a narcissist do. If you do not pay attention to Sweet Ma, Nay Rob, I like that. Bitch. Oh, and Mona Simone. And she just pull everybody's name into it when she talk. Why you can't stand alone and just assume your own responsibility in it. But if you ever listen to her talk, she always, yes, it did froze. Yeah, I was frozen. I'm sorry. She always pulling somebody else's name into it. Always. And then if you don't pay attention to her, you'll miss this. She'll always say, oh, Dad, just like that, I'm exposing Sweet Mouth for Life. She said, oh, Deb, I forgot to tell you I was going live, because Deb might have would have talked you out of it. She might have would have said, no, if they going to expose you, let them do what they got to do. But you trying to do it to yourself. Look, you done opened up a Pandora's box, honey. And if you don't keep messing, I told you, Sweet Ma, I told you in that video, if you don't stop cutting up, I'm going to play 7 stars on you. And I'm not playing. All you got to do is you want to get her in check is play that 7 stars video, y'all. Now I'm not being shady or funny. Play that 7 stars video, because that should gather anybody to want to do better. Like I said, there's times I have to ask my daughter, you a good mom? Why you put your kids in this situation? Or how does this happen? Or how do you allow people? Because we've all been there where we might have questioned what kind of a mom we are. But when you openly and willingly put your son out there for him to be a target, I don't got no respect for that. I don't. I don't. I don't. I'd rather you use your beauty than your son, if you know what I'm talking about. If it's that hard out here, I'd rather you use your beauty. You're an artist. I'd rather you use your talents. You got a great orator skill about you. You can talk. Why the baby? I told y'all, I used to date a man who was on heroin. And Miss Mona, I asked you if you would come to New York and do a meet and greet, because you like to talk about opioids. And we got some people right around here in my neighborhood that's strung out. And I dated a man for 2 years. Found out a year and a half in that he was on it. And it ain't good, Miss Mona Simone. It's not good. Y'all got content. Y'all got skills out here. Y'all talk about it. Come on. And I'm not being shady. When I see you want to talk about spirituality, study to show ourselves approved. I love talking about spirituality and what could set us free, not hinder us. Anyone paying attention to Nicole or any YouTuber for more than kicks is a moron. Yes, at Carlos. James, someone needs to take Nicole's phone away. I don't know her that well. I know she hang out with VS, and I've watched a couple of her videos, but I'm not here to judge. If it's in real life. If people vibe with you, you vibe with them. If they don't, you don't go around here begging for friendship like I believe Sweet Ma is via her son, because everybody love a disabled cute child. But that will distort you from seeing the truth in his mother. So I told you I don't look at visualization. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. Out of the issues of the issues of life flow from the heart. So I listen to what people say based on what's coming out of here and what she's saying and how she out here trying to make everybody look bad but herself. And exposing herself, she even looked bad because that's when I realized she had been following Tasha K, being ignored by Tasha K. And isn't that one of the greatest reasons for somebody to become resentful? Probably so, Miss I Am. They keep bringing up Nicole's name, so she has a right to defend herself. Anybody does. And we also have a right to ignore them. We also have a right to let it go. You want to kill something, stop feeding it. Stop feeding it. And that's the only thing I was trying to make VS in that video I did. VS, Sean Bradley, the petitions, choose a side. The only point I'm trying to make, if you can attack the head, which now I thought you and Sean Bradley was the biggest beef until this morning. I see it's Tasha K and this Sweet Ma. It's that girl. But on YouTube, all the other little beefs, you and Sean is like setting a precedence right now. So if you speak to that, if you can get you and Sean, did anybody offer y'all a chance to come on a platform? I tried it the other day, but I wasn't being received like that. He probably won't show up. But maybe y'all can talk it out to just say, okay, Sean, but he keeps saying blackout, 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 and keep talking, talking, talking. I was sitting over here drunk. I said, why don't everybody just shut the freak up? No disrespect, but you got control of you. You got control of you. Everybody can say what the hell they want to say. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but are you going to respond to everything? Because then that takes energy away from you. And granted, on YouTube, other people is other people content. People do cover stories and stuff like that. I'm talking about Sweet Mom backpedaling. Don't know how much about Miss Tyler. Sweet Mom, she don't got no room to pedal right now. She just need to fall on her face before the Lord. Ain't no pedaling for her. I told her she was dead in these YouTube streets, and I mean spiritually dead. And I tried to resurrect her in that video. I did. I spoke life into her. But I told her, you have to die. Christ died on the cross before he rose from the dead. See, everybody want to go to heaven. Nobody want to die. But, and I'm always going to make a spiritual relevance to something natural because we're part flesh, part spirit, and we have a soul. That makes us a 3-part man. The spirit want to do good, want to be sweet. I don't know if it want to be loved by everybody because Jesus said if the world hate me, it's going to hate you. So if you got people out here like Sweet Mom wanting everybody to love her, that's scary to me too because everybody ain't supposed to love you. I don't think Sean really want to continue, but to save face, he has to live up to his reputation with Fabe and these other YouTubers he's picking up on his trail. And he's just catering to the most wickedest demonic stuff. It's like if people could get behind you, yeah, Sean, get it, Sean, get it, Sean. They can get behind you and say, Sean, you looking a damn fool out here in these YouTube streets, allegedly. They can get, I said it in my video, people always want to say when their leader is right, but nobody want to tell their leaders when they wrong. And if somebody would have told Martin Luther King and some of these other leaders out here, maybe that's wrong. You don't sell your people soul to hell just to get off the plantation and have rights. No. I'm not gonna get into that, y'all. But there's some leaders out here that we keep putting on the pedestal, and where is they really leading us? And let me take it one step further, especially those who works on behalf of the state or have other kids in your home are supposed to be setting that example or that standard for the black unit and family to run. And VS, you said it. Oh, okay, I'm saying it. I heard allegedly that he has mommy issues, and the reason why he does what he does is to try to be a mom to those boys. But the question still remains, why don't a man want to get a girl? And I'm not talking about Ashley, you raised some bra money for her and then she disappeared. And that's not accusing you of anything. It's a valid question. If I was a foster parent, if a child need love, I wouldn't just hinder it to just girls. If a boy need love, I bring the boy in. Or I wouldn't just hinder it to. I mean, I don't get that. When you say you have a good heart, you'll take a child in regardless of what the sex or gender is. Unless, and I'm not saying this facetiously, there's a preference. Some people just like to deal with boys. Some people just like to raise girls. She didn't disappear. He said he kicked her out. She didn't. Okay, anyone can make up a reason for money. It's up to you to research to make sure you're donating to the right place. I'm doing a giveaway for my 500 subscriber. It's called the Sowers 34, 64, 100 giveaway. $30 at 500, 60 at 750, 100 at 1,000. Because in the book of Luke, chapter 8, Christ talks about the sower that went out to sow seed. And Christians will tell you, oh, it's money, it's money, it's money. You sow money and you've sown money. I've sown money. We believe we're going to receive. And some of us just never got back on that concept. But I sow a lot of words. I sow a lot of deeds. I've sown a lot of money and got blessings and reaped things back. But what this parable is talking about here, Sweet Mom can't do it because her cash app will show her real name. After her real name is already out there. Miss Diane something or another. It is out there. Y'all don't go on IG. And that's one thing I noticed with certain YouTubers. They on every other platform disrespecting people on YouTube. Believe you me. They using and they got so much going on in their other platforms that you don't even know about on YouTube. I happen to go over there. I got a screenshot saying, oh, my baby is not by a married man, and I don't live this is. But you ain't on YouTube doing it where you was sympathizing, and you probably doing it over there. But like I was trying to tell Miss Gina through her whole thing with the Christmas and being homeless, but nobody was listening to me. You over on Facebook showing all your gifts and this, that, and the third, but you wasn't doing that for YouTube because you didn't want nobody to criticize. Oh, we raised all this money Christmas, but why you ain't get your car fixed? Why you still saying it's cold? See, my kids, they would have understand, Mom, get the car fixed. We can have Christmas at another time. But you celebrated over there on YouTube, and then right after on Facebook, right after that, you came doing a video over here in the dark like you was ashamed to show your face, because now by this time the GoFundMe wasn't going nowhere, and people saw all the Christmas pictures thanks to this Sherlock Holmes detective of YouTube. And let me see. How I see it is, you can't be mad because someone played the game better than you. Sweet Ma wanted to be a participant and Tasha K played better. And that's what I'm talking about, VS, and any beef she might have had in YouTube. Blessed are the peacemakers, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. It doesn't mean I'm out here making peace. It means I make my own peace. And if everybody make their own peace, you'll be the children of God. You will be called the children of God. You can't mend everything, because God and the devil will never be friends. Love and hate will never be friends. Peace and war. It's just is that's just the chemistry of it. But If you punch something and they roundhouse kick you in the head, you gonna be mad because that person got the better outcome than you. That's all I'm just saying is people is poking and boom, I hit you. You look what I did. And VS coming back with a bulldozer, Mack truck, dropping bombs and planes and everything else out the sky and just, and they don't like it because she fight harder. She fight better. She does what she has to do. I mean, I've been sitting on this, y'all. I be trying to comment to some of the stuff I see, but that religion wing, it got people messed up. I'm not here to be religious. My name is Religion Wink because people have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, lied to, deceived. People out here killing, stealing, and destroying. And Betty Wright has a song. There was an old lady sitting under a tree. She called me over and she said to me, my days left here may not be long. I wouldn't waste my time telling nobody nothing wrong. I got a whole lot of fuck shit going on in my life. But I can still come before people without any of my problems hindering me from telling you what I believe is correct or having my own opinion. They trying to break me. They can't. They can't. You know what God said, whom God put together, no man could put asunder. And if God called you to be who you, and that's the problem. You cannot judge who has a spiritual relationship with any God, any higher power. If it works for you, if you believe in it, you're going to see the results thereof. I like the Most High God. He said, because when the enemy come in like a flood, he'll raise up a standard and put a hedge of protection around us. You understand? Even when we go through things, because what people don't realize, y'all, many are the afflictions of the righteous. Psalms 34:19. When you're looking for protection, perfection, and people to do things the right way and be perfect, we afflicted people. I'd rather be righteous and afflicted than lost and unsaved and just out here. You know what I'm saying? And righteousness doesn't come with perfection. God says many are the afflictions of the righteous. That's how I'm confident in what I talk and what I know. People say, well, how do you drink $2 wine cooler? You smoke weed and you smoke your cigarettes. Because many are the afflictions of the righteous. That's all I do. I ain't out here manipulating you for no money. I ain't using my grandkids to come up. I ain't screwing nobody husband and having babies, and I'm just not leaving it to this. I've done my hoest days. I just didn't get pregnant by the married man. You know, but these are the things. Nobody's sin is greater than anybody. Sin is sin in the eyes of God. But we have what's called iniquities, we have what's called transgressions, we have what's called laws, and we have what's called sin. And we also have things displeasing to God. It's right there in your Bible. We have things that's displeasing, but Christianity and people who want you to be oppressed to tell you, oh, this is not good in God's eyes. This is not good. Do you know, I had somebody say to me, why do you curse? Because I said to Jay Wilson, Jay Wilson, you know what? There's eunuchs in the kingdom of heaven. Christ said in Matthew 19:12, you either born that way of your mother, made that way of men, or you became this way for the kingdom of heaven's sake. It's okay. Gay men can go to heaven. Christ is standing there telling the disciples, there's not going to be no marriage they're giving in heaven, none of this. And it was like, well, what do we do? He says, well, there's eunuchs made that way of their mother, some made by men, some made that way of themselves. And I said, Jay Wilson, which way are you going to heaven? You can go to heaven as a gay man. I'm not out here. I'm trying to show people there's freedom in this Bible, but when you call yourself a pastor and out and you got a following, they only want to know who you are, not what you do, not what you have. Who are you? But see, we've been trained to connect with people say they have and what they say they do than who they are. You got pedophiles in the schools. We not checking their credentials. We not asking these teachers. We just putting our kids in harm's way. And that's what we do with our souls and our spirit. We just put it in harm's way and let anybody govern us. This is the internet. If it gets too hot, turn this off and your life will run your real life until you are ready. Hold on, let me get that one. This is the internet. If it gets too hot, turn this off and live your real life until you are ready to come back for the drama. You know what? I told you, I'm beefing for souls. I've been fighting the devil all my life. I wrestle not against flesh and blood. And the last time I had a physical fight, I was like, 19 years old. Nope, I was in my 20s because I had went to prison and came home, and this lady named Joelle tried me. And that's one thing. I was nice with these hands, but I'm nicer with my words. Spiritual warfare is just speaking things into existence. So the drama, I mean, look at the drama. Like I said in my video, is it good? Is it godly? Is it coming from a place right, wrong, or indifferent? You're gonna defend your family. You're gonna defend your name. You're gonna defend. I don't care who started. When you see somebody coming at you, what you gonna turn the other cheek and let them rape you, kill you, steal from you, destroy you? Or are you gonna start to stand up? VS ain't never stopped standing up, and I think that's why people don't like her. She never stopped, and it's a shame she had to be on here a whole year showing you people that she ain't got, her stamina is good. Now, like I said, my stamina, I ain't looking for it, but people get tired, y'all. They get tired. Did you hear Sean Bradley response to one of his foster kids accusing him of molestation? Well, I did hear the video. I allegedly heard that video where he said, I know which one, I know who she talking about. I don't quote nobody, but I know my, can I take a 2 minute bathroom break? Yeah. Because my whole intake on that is, in order for you to know who somebody is talking about, you got to know who the person is. And then you have to make reference to something happened between you and that person. Ain't nobody stupid out here in these YouTube streets, but there's a lot of fast, slick talkers. They can say shit don't stink, and everybody said, ooh, I love you. I love your channel. Because that's what they like. Guys, can I take a 2 minute bathroom break? Or if you guys want, I could come back on. I seen I was buffering. VS, he said he's going to the police on me if I interview him. Well, you know what? Like, the whole thing with that VS is he's no longer his foster child. Check and see if he's the ward of the state or if he's over 18. Because I remember there was a video out saying he get him right around the ripe age of 16 so he can mature them allegedly before they get 18. See if he's of age. See if he's a grown man. Nobody has the right to dictate or manipulate who talks to who. It's freedom of speech. Now we trying to tell people who they can and cannot talk to. See, that's what I mean. Your sins will call you out. Nobody ever thought that there'd be somebody where the house got robbed and the foster child got kicked out. But none of the other story was told. And now you onto something, or, allegedly it's people out here onto something, and you, because you're going to get that interview, because he's going to be of age, and then this will silence a lot of this, whatever is going on with Mr. Bradley, because your sins will call you out. I was 19 years old. I went to prison. I had 12 8-balls, $5,000 worth of crack cocaine bagged up in a sawed-off shotgun. My sins found me out. And once your sins find you out, you either going to make a decision, shit, get off the pot, or keep letting these situations come up in your life where people have something over your head. That's a hard way to freaking live, especially when it get exposed in these YouTube streets like this. Nobody ever knew Mr. Bradley had a son. That all we knew, he had a son that passed away, and Miss Lady Nika allegedly had to help him with his burial services and fees. We never knew knew that a son they got kicked out until all this started coming out. So when they say do your research, I can understand the depths of people doing their research, because if you just keep it superficial, you kind of miss a lot. Especially if people on here lying and pretending. Another narcissist to me, projecting out all this anger on people and all this bad behavior on people, but yet VS is whooping Mr. Sean Bradley with his own videos, with his own words, with his own deceptions. How the hell you inviting somebody to your platform? And I did play that song, used to be my girl, but yet you over on another platform backbiting and backstabbing them. Why that didn't come out last year? And Micah B, they can't take that Seven has been on these streets for less than 2 months and she is popping and is only going higher. Said she won't be absolutely not even Tasha K. And because her and Tasha K teamed up, don't mean she on the payroll. That's networking. That's any girl's dream, any person's dream right now coming up in YouTube is to have Tasha K, regardless if they both don't like Sweet Mom or whatever it is. That's the perfect kind of reach down and do an interview, get some exclusive like that. I ain't hating on it. Like I said, Sweet Ma could have been on her payroll. She took that $100. Tasha K said, "Now leave me alone. Take that $100 and call it a day." Oh no, she want to cry and get sympathy and and then you know what? It only came back to bite your ass, because Miss Lovely T, would you have ever gave that $200 to outdo Tasha K, which is grandiosity, which is another form of narcissism, to make her look bad in that chat? If Tasha K would have never gave that $100, Armin Wiggins and because matter of fact, Armin, you was in the chat a good long time, Armin, way before Lovely T came. And you seen her drop that, then you dropped yours. A bunch of bullshit. A bunch of bullshit. Good hearted bullshit nonetheless, but it's a bunch of bullshit. The child is being silenced. Did you hear Sean's response? All I heard, honey, all I heard, and I didn't get to his video. This is allegedly via somebody else's video, that he know who the person is that will possibly allegedly do a video interview with Miss VS. And he said if I talk to him, he would call the police. Well, maybe the police need to be called to find out what the hell really happened about the robbery, the boy not being there, and if there's any other alleged allegations going on. Call the police. Call the police. See, people, they'll be like talking all this shit. Just do it. No, not you. I'm saying they threaten to call the police. It's the opponent, what they threaten to do. Maybe that's what needs to be done. Let that investigation open up and do what it has to do. You understand what I'm saying? Because ain't if five people tell you you smell like peanuts, check yourself, because you might be an elephant. I learned that a long time ago, y'all. I learned it a long time ago. If two people, three people tell you XYZ, it may be some truth to it. Mona Simone also has a severe mental illness. Guys, if I could go to the bathroom, can I please, excuse me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. thinking, swear. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay, so mental illness. Being a nurse, contrary to popular demand, and Mr. Moneybank six figures, I keep telling you I'm a nurse. There is, hi, I am someone, hi, thank you guys for hanging out. There is what I thought Mona was going to have a back surgery. Like I don't want to get into all of that. As a nurse, let me just say two things. When it comes to mental health, I understand that there's a low level of serotonin. People could become extremely saddened, right? Mona steady advertising her Cash App. And hold on. Let me just stick right here for 1 minute. A lot of these people have severe mental illness. Coming from a spiritual point of it, they stop preaching it, stop teaching it. They allow the medical field, especially pharmaceuticals, to come up with all these drugs that give you all these different side effects and so on and so forth. But nobody ever checks for like a disconnected soul or a disconnected spirit. Having studied both sides of it, I truly, truly, truly believe it's a sense. There's a medical side of it where the chemical in the brain is very low. I agree. I agree. But there's something spiritual. There's something spiritual, y'all. And it ain't who God you believe in. I just know there's something disconnected spiritually. Now, where I come from, before there was medication, and I always say you can't feed demons medication, and I think demons have taken over the body and the mind of those that may suffer with mental illnesses. They won't research this and put this out there for people to see because the pharmaceuticals companies have to keep making this money. But when Christ walked the face of the earth, there was no medication. If it was some home remedies, some herbs or something like that. It was a casting out of demons, casting out of, the negative energy from one's body. She talking about her giraffe looking GF. I agree. I know Nicole is okay. And the thing I want to say to Mr. Bradley is, whether you seen her over there in that chat or not, it was not her live. People be in your live, like, what if VS went through all the people that was in your live the night you let Miss April talk about her kids for 2.5 hours? What if she went and attacked all them people in your live? No, you're live, you let it go down. So why you attacking Miss Tyler? And that's another thing, guys. I'm home today. I'm going to get off of this live right here. Can I tell y'all something? I don't know if I'm supposed to do it, but I'm so close to my watch time hours, y'all. Y'all don't know how close I am to my watch time hours, y'all. And I'm grateful. I appreciate y'all showing up. But I'm going to get off this live. I'm going to put together this video with Sweet Mind. And y'all going to see what I'm talking about. I have it on my timeline, but for some reason it want to stick in place. So I'm going to do it as an upload. Try to cover everybody's face or just use the audio kind of like that. But I'm going to do that because y'all need to see how bad it looks for her when you insert anybody you want to put in there and got their behavior to kind of back it up. You know what I'm saying? Her behavior backs up what I see as a narcissist. So that's something I'm gonna do by the end of the day. But I like to come back and talk to Miss Mona Simone or talk, because she's very educated on opioids. And sometimes in the nursing field, when you see people sporadic behavior such as want and need money, it could be something deeper going on. And I know there's a lot of places that shut people down for medication because they possibly have abused the prescription medication. And sometimes that may answer why somebody is out here needing the money to keep getting the fix or the high that they need to keep their pain down. Unless you can prove prescriptions, unless you can show that the doctor wrote this out for you, generally anybody dealing with that much severe pain is generally on something like a narcotic, codeine, Lortab. They got what's called I know my medications, y'all. I'm just in a different frame. Preach, preach, preach. I'm going steady to talk about that old lady posting body pics. She needs pain management. And see, that's the thing. People don't know how to control their pain. And some people use it as an excuse to abuse. And I would like to talk about that. That's a conversation. Y'all do y'all research. I'm going to take about an hour or so just, to kind of wind down. I came home from work and I immediately got on live. I'm going to pray a little bit. I'm going to, clean up around here a little bit. I'm going to come back because I really want to talk to that. This is really, and it's not coming at her, insinuating anything, but I went back on her channel and I see she did a video, opioids for the masses or something. And I just want her to give some insight on that. How can we help the real problem in our community? I mean, I smoke weed, but you'll never hear me say I need $1 for a bag. We ain't doing that. I said the most I need from you, if you want to have this conversation, keep the lights on and the cable, which is roughly around $200 a month. It's inexpensive over here. Very. They are all codependent. That's right. And when you poly everything, you ain't governing yourself with anything. So I know there's rooms for, as she said in her video, she have witchy sisters and help is on the way. And I swear I want to call his name so bad, VS, because you mentioned this lady. She had crystals, but she was in Mona Simone chat too. There might be a connection there with this whole witchy thing, because there's always the head. And it's funny how this narcissist video was done months ago. And the same lady with the crystals, she spoke to in this live. So I'm gonna leave that like there. When I come back to do Mona Simone, I'll mention it because it's a connection with her, Mona, and Sweet Mom. This whole exposing Tasha K page, all of this. And then you had another YouTuber admit to her being involved, being joined up with that exposing Tasha K. I'm feeling in my spirit there is some truth to the extent of it, but there's people out here wishing demonic on people. There's people out here being the accuser of the brethren, as the Bible said. And that's what the devil do. Accuse the brethren. You cannot just believe what people on YouTube say. Do your own research. Absolutely. And I've been learning that, because you hear a lot of things what people say, but really, when y'all watch a video, y'all watch it for the beef and drama. When I watch the video, I watch it like, what can I take away from this video that I believe nobody else saw? And when I went to go look up information on narcissists, which is all going to be in this video by the end of the day, I have it on the timeline. It's all cut and everything. For some reason, as I tried to play it so you could hear the audio while we talking, it's kind of freezing up. So I'm just gonna make the video. I'm gonna cover the face and edit it out the best I can so it doesn't get a flag on it. As some one Uno, if you do make a video and cry about it. but not today. The blood of Jesus covers me. Absolutely. And the words of your testimony helps you overcome. But I'm going to go ahead, guys. I enjoyed this. My real name is Drew, aka Religion Wink TV. I just like to talk about situations and have it like lead somewhere other than, where things have been going for us pretty much all our lives. Goodbye, room. Blessings to all. Carlos, thank you. QIVS, someone, I am, Dazzle Mavic, um, I am, Micah B, I am. Thank you so much, y'all. But no, come back, and this just ain't reaching at Mona, because again, Mona Simone is somebody, after listening to her narcissist video, is I want to break that down with y'all, really, because she said herself in there, and y'all see this all the time. If I was a narcissist, I F you over and have you eating out the palm of my hand. And we know a lot of people like that. So, all right, grandmothers are precious, have wisdom. The April is discussing, and anyone that associates with her and AB is mentally challenged. Grandmothers, yes. The Bible talks about grandmothers. It says we are a blessing to God. Yes, it's good. And VS, I heard you say you ain't make it there, girl. I have. It's one of the beautiful things in the world. Trust me. When you get there, you are going to appreciate it. Yes, yes, yes. But isn't she a narc? That's what I'm talking about. Eat it. I'm new here as well. Thank you, Lotus Flower. Too blessed to be stressed. Great video. I'm glad y'all liked it. Like, this is all I do. God says turn your camera on, and a lot of times things break down, reception go out. But I like talking, and I think I have a pretty good insight on whatever we talk about. Enjoy. Everyone subscribe to this channel. God bless you, VS. Thank you, sis. I love you, girl. And I told you in my other video, I don't know what drew me to your channel, but it's your spirit. It's your tenacity. It's your heart. It's your genuineness. You don't meet people who keep it real. I mean, you just have a way of keeping it real. And if Sweet Ma did, see, Sweet Ma, I'm telling you, let me just say this. You coming back to my channel, you'll never see me do another video on you. You won't see me go dig up your personal. You won't see me talk about your baby. You have a great night, VS. Thank you for sharing her video. Glad I came. God bless you. Too blessed to be stressed. Thank you, VS. I hope things get better for you today after your situation. It will. You know what? God didn't bring me this far in life to leave me hanging. He says my latter year is going to be greater than my former. I'm like you. I ain't want to toot my own horn, but I have a New York State license to be a LPN. And I know you'd be like, if they take LPNs out, what you going to do? I started my own business last year, but I got to raise $8,000. I hired nurses, but you have to have certain professional liability, errors and omissions. You have to have like the workers' comp and the disability in place. So I have paychecks on hold. I came on YouTube to raise the money because you are right, VS. They are going to annihilate our asses one day. I'm either going to try to go back for RN or work from home running my own nursing agency, because you can do that as long as you don't put it as a professional corporation. You can run a DBA. So I laugh when you be saying that. I'll be like, wait, don't she know some of us LPNs over here is a little bit smarter than that? Well, you're definitely right. They're trying to phase us out. So if I go to nursing school, I could just challenge nursing 1 and 2, start from 3 and 4, which I may even do that as well. But just to run my own nursing agency, hire like 4 or 5 nurses, have them contracted with a certain nursing agency. I'm at nursing homes and long-term care centers. So that's something I plan on doing off of whatever money I raise from YouTube. But in the meantime, I have a degree in business administration, certified to counsel and teach people with AIDS and HIV. I did my little training when people OD from heroin. Like if I'm out in the street, I carry my little narcoline. I can like, I'm proud of those little things like that. I know you want big. And girl, let me tell you, when you talk about having that backdrop and all of that, like Boss Lady and Mr. Kelly, I'll be over here trying to work on it. I'm like, I'm going to get that shit together. But just this connection right here, y'all. Yes, I am a pro, righteous. We all live and learn. Absolutely. You're welcome to Blessed to be strength. Strength comes from within. Absolutely. And beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper. See, we want to prosper in every other arena but the soul. And once we get the soul in a place, and we all getting there. We all got a road to travel and a journey to go down. But I think the soul, as I was saying earlier, the spirit want to be good, the flesh want to be bad, and the soul has to decide where I'm going to be. And VS, you tell Mr. J. Wilson this for me, okay? 12 books later on Amazon.com. I don't always dot my I's or cross my T's. I'm a self-editor, self-publisher. I use Create Space, their covers, but my content is what we're talking about. My content supports Black people, not being racist, Christmas, children, baby books, Black Lives Matter, the white part of Christianity when I was 5 years prior to now. I mean, I was better than T.D. Jakes and all of that. And just, I have books, guys. Like, you never know what a person is or what they have until they tell you who they are. And that's the only thing I want, Mr. J. Wilson. Just tell us who you are. Nobody, we gonna love you and like you the same, regardless. But when it come to Christianity and it come to gay people, we all going. The book of Romans says, who is the Roman Catholic Church, y'all? It says they're affectionate lovers one another of themselves, and the women is the same. But in Matthew 19, it says eunuchs can go to heaven. Just which way is he gonna go? Why won't he come out? And see things like that when it come to Christianity and leading a flock. I did a video called "There's Some Sheep Shepherds Out Here Leading Sheep to the Slaughterhouse to be Slain." With that, guys, let me get something to eat. Let me just wind down, make a few phone calls, but I want to talk about Mona Simone and bring some points. I want to put this video together. Let me see. QI. What is a curse word? Let me tell you about that real quick. In the Bible, Peter, the one who crucified upside down over underneath the Vatican, Peter, when they came to kill Christ, right? And they said, "You know him?" He said, "Hell to the no," 3 times. That's cursing, right? Just say swearing. That's swearing. A curse is what they try to do to Tasha K Baby, praying over it, wishing it bad, ill, wanting it to die. That's a curse. The Bible said Peter did both. He cursed and he swore when the cock crowed 3 times, and went on to be one of the greatest disciples, if that's what you believe in the Bible, one of the greatest disciples ever. So when I hear people say, "Oh, how could she talk about religion and a curse word come out her mouth?" How could Peter curse the Christ, and swear? It's right in your Bible. Look up the account where they asked Peter 3 times, "Do you know him?" It said Peter cursed and swore. I believe the book of Matthews had that account. He cursed, which is putting a hex on somebody, speaking bad over them. And he swore. Probably said, "Hell no, I don't know that man. What the hell are you talking about?" And so many other words they taught us, and then they get mad because we actually say them better than they do with more aggression. And it's just a whole bunch of manipulation in this world. But Peter cursed and swore. So when people be like, oh, how can you be sitting here talking about the Bible and the curse word come out? Because the greatest apostle ever cursed. And you know what? The Bible said when Christ resurrected, after he cursed them and swore over not knowing him because he was afraid the same people that was killing Christ was going to kill him for admitting to knowing him. It says when he rose from the dead, he told the angels standing there, go get Peter and tell him to meet me in Galilee. And he goes on to be a great apostle, a great disciple. I am too, because I ain't never denied Christ. I ain't never cursed Christ. I ain't never swore at Christ. I probably swore in the same sentence, but that's not killing me. That's not sending me to hell. That's the Bible teaching us examples of how people would tell us it's not good to do. If it's not good for us to do, why they did it. And it's nothing new under the sun. It's nothing new under the sun, y'all. 3 times they asked him and he denied them, but he cursed them and he swore. But you Christians won't preach that, oh, we got to be holy roly. No, I say the way to fight the devil is like VS and Tasha K. That's the only way we're going to defeat the kingdom of darkness. I don't care. Whatever you think about her, I don't feel that way y'all feel. I feel we need them. We need y'all. We need it. And whether you love God or not, how you guys approach your enemy is how Christians should be approaching theirs. But it's always, ooh, love, ooh, turn the other cheek. Somebody rape your little girl, kill your daddy, do this, that, and the third, and you forgive them immediately, which forgiveness is good, but there's forgiveness to an extent. We've forgiven so much in this world that we forgave ourselves out of our dominion. Every time they raped us, every time they came into our territory, it's just been a forgiveness. It's never been a stand up and say, why the hell you keep doing this to us? Why you keep taking from us? Why you keep setting all these many different rules? Why can you sleep with little boys and molest little boys and that be okay? You get a smack on the wrist and still live in the Vatican. And we curse, or because we have a drink, or because we smoke. Whose sin is greater in the eyes of God? I would hope not the ones that's molesting the little boys and taking advantage of his children. I will hope that sin isn't greater in the eyes of God. But when you smoke and drink, they say there's some things displeasing to God. And matter of fact, Deuteronomy says, Moses tell them if there's any sin worthy of death. We don't hear about that though. There's some sin not worthy of death, not worthy of a spiritual death from God. We'll get into that. We've gotten into that in this channel, but I had to come and talk about Sweet Mom. It's so much more in this video y'all gonna hear and clearly see in her own words. And that's the best way to defend somebody, is with their own words. And sometimes when the devil come at me kicking, cacking, and hooping and hollering, I have to get that way back with him, because I'm not going to sit here passive anymore and be defeated. So I've learned how to get aggressive that way. And I will fight for souls. With that being said, I feel like I'm on here fighting for Sweet My Soul. But people like that get caught in their feelings, and they always seem to accept the ones that hurt them and reject the ones that love them or want to help them. Because like VS said, she might have stood up in the chat for hers, but with everything going on, it's not like one hand wash the other when it comes in certain situations like that. You know, it is what it is, y'all. I'm going to get something to eat, get something to drink. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm going to come back live. Yes, if you go live, let me know. Yep. You guys been great. Dazzle Mavic, VS, Q, too blessed to be stressed. Thank y'all. I appreciate it, y'all. And remember, if you were the 500 subscriber and you know you were the 500 subscriber, screenshot me, email it to me, And you have to have a cash app or a PO box. And I'll drop the money order in or cash app you to $30. But it's a 30-fold, 60-fold, 100-fold giveaway. And I was gonna say this earlier. The sower went out to sow a seed. He sowed some around rocks and it didn't grow. He sowed some around thorns and it choked it up. He sowed some on sand and it just kind of dissolved and didn't grow. But then there's good soil out there that this word, it falls on the heart of a man and it cultivates. Not everybody out in this world is evil or wicked, and I don't see everybody as evil and wicked. There's God, there's the devil. You point out what God is, you point out what the devil is, and then people can judge and decide from themselves who they representing. I'll never, oh, you evil, evil, this, that. Love and hate can never be friends, and I don't try to make it be friends, but I choose to be a peacemaker, because blessed is a peacemaker, for the kingdom of heaven, for they are called the children of God, Matthew 5:9. So it ain't up for me to bring people together. It's up for me to remain in a peaceful state, and hopefully people see that, and that's how you kind of, spread the love and get people to kind of work on themselves. So I've been doing this a long time, y'all. It's not easy. Sorry you had to see the little meltdown with my job, but it's going to be all right. You know why? Because God shall supply all my needs according to his riches and glory in Christ. Curse words are many words wishing bad or negative. Absolutely. Let me see. 3 times. He asked and he denied. Amen. Yep. Thank you for sharing this wisdom. You are welcome, too blessed to be stressed. Love and hate can never be friends. Here I come with love and not hatred. I love that song. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. And be no one who wish to be with an evil man. For there'll come a day when he's revealed by the Father's hand. That's why I don't deal with evil, because God has to reveal it. And he has people in this earth. Says the earth is manifesting, is waiting for the manifestations of the sons and daughters of God to reveal themselves. And we're here. We just caught up in so much that the oppressor have done to us overall. We just think we in this rabbit hole and can never get out. But there's an opening. There's an opening. And sweet mom, I hope you listening to this, because I didn't do this to drag you, but right is right, wrong is wrong. The proof is in the pudding. Show us that receipt from Tasha K. I'm going to show everybody exactly how I inserted you into your own video, and I'm going to call it Surviving Sweet Mom. Because, girl, I didn't think I was going to survive. When I watched that video, I was dead up in here. I'm like, no, oh no. But it's always the pretty ones who think they the cutest and the flyest that always out there in the streets making themselves look bad. Old homebody like me, we ain't got no reason and no choice, you know what I'm saying? But it's always them real extra pretty ones. You see it all the days of my life. Absolutely. And with that being said, I'm going to end it here, y'all. Wow, this has been great. It's been great. And I hope to keep it going. Don't protect you from getting it. Hold on. Beauty don't protect you from getting it. But you know what? As I said, I share my testimony, y'all, because God says in Isaiah 61, I will give you beauty for your ashes. See, a lot of people don't want to trade in the ashes for the real beauty that comes from within. You know what I'm saying? I say God don't make ugly people. We do it to ourselves. He also says, I'll give you the oil of joy for any mourning. I know she's mourning right now, but see, people don't know when they mourn like that. We always hear weeping endure for a moment and joy coming in the morning. But no, God will give you the oil of joy for mourning. Sweet man, I don't want to see you out there spiritually dead. But this is the advice for the spirit of heaviness. He says, I'll give you the garment of praise, that you may be the tree of righteousness, the tree of life. proclaiming the acceptable year of the Lord. This is Isaiah 61. Prior to that, Christ says, I came to set the captive free. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me to set the captive free, to heal blind eyes, open deaf ears, give liberty to them that are captive. You know, guys, take that with y'all. I'm going to get me something to eat right now because I could preach this thing all day long. But it's not about that. It was just about showing Sweet Mom how there's other narcissists on here, allegedly, besides Tasha K. I really don't see. Narcissists are into themselves. And if that's the case, I don't see where she's bothering you, other than the fact that you've been on YouTube longer than her and she rose to the ranks without you. She's pulled daytime, tea time along. She's shouted out lovely tea. I mean, worked, hand in hand and some other YouTubers. But she never came to you. I wonder why. Because sometimes narcissists go overboard. In your video, it says y'all go overboard. Y'all cross lines and boundaries. And I'm trying to see what line or what boundary did you really cross while you was going over there commenting on her page while she was ignoring you. See. Y'all go ahead. God bless you. Have a great day. But this is something to think about, y'all. I'm going to put this video up because, like I said, the way she had her little movie skit going, it's compiled. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Catalina. God bless you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, it ain't all holy roly. I don't profess to be anything, but God says, shine your light. Whatever my light may be, it's not going to lead you to hell. It's not going to have you out here killing, stealing, destroying, or deceiving you, me, or God's people. If I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. If I know, I know. If I don't, I don't. I don't profess to be anything other than having a seat, like I said, at the BET Awards for one of my songs, at the Grammys, Emmys, something. I have that vision in me, but nothing to project it on anybody where I would be the narcissist and they would be hurt by me or abused by me. And there's such a thing as narcissistic rage she was talking about, rants she was talking about. So I want you all to see some of these things that she have actually done over the course of, like I said, she came, I think it was on the video October 30th, November 5th, so it is what it is. Yep. Thank you for sharing this. Love and hate. All right. We done here. God bless you guys. I'll talk to you later. Thank you everybody for watching. It is what it is. When you done licking your wounds, when you just want to come hang out and chill out, when you just want to hear me read the Bible, ask me questions, whatever. I'm gonna get more mobile. Every time I say, oh, I'm gonna upgrade production, it is what it is. If this iPhone is working for now, then just let that be. Maybe I can change where I sit in the house or whatever, but I'm homebound right now for now. So I have plenty of time to come forward, and hopefully maybe this is a stepping stone for YouTube to be my full-time, one of my full-time jobs. You understand what I'm saying? So I love you. I could keep talking and talking and talking. I love you guys. Thank you so